Video, we're going to be going over coastal trade lines, the fastest and most reliable way to boost your credit. Trade lines for sale since 2010, boost your credit score in just 1 week. Now, for those who don't know what an authorized user trade line is, it's basically a credit card account where you can get added as a user to the account. So you're not the primary account holder, you're just an authorized user. So generally this would be for like a spouse or a family member, someone close to the actual account holder. Now, what's happened over the last couple of years is that a lot of people have been using authorized user trade lines or purchasing authorized user trade lines through these different companies or from complete strangers in order to get an artificial boost to their credit. Because what happens when you're added as an authorized user, you inherit the history of that account. So things like the on-time payments, the time or the length of the account, and the utilization of the account. So those different factors can actually boost your credit profile. Now, how authorized user trade lines work. So a trade line simply refers to a credit card and its information and activity. Like when a parent adds their child as a user on their credit card, using authorized user trade lines instantly add good history, increase limits, and a higher credit score. Now, remember, you inherit the good and the bad. So if there's an authorized user or a credit card account that has negative information, it's also going to negatively impact you. Traditionally, let's say someone who wants an authorized user trade line is someone with a low credit score. And so they partner with a company like Coastal Trade Lines to be added as an authorized user. And then they basically match you with a trade line. And then usually your credit score will increase, and then you can qualify for different financial products, whether that's a car, a loan, or even a home. Now, these are some examples of authorized user trade lines. So again, they kind of work as a matchmaking service where, let's say someone who has a credit card account with positive history, they'll actually sell their authorized user slot or, one of the spots on their credit card. Now, each credit card has a specific amount of, allocations for authorized users. So someone, let's say with a good credit card history, they might want to sell one of those slots or lease it out, rent it out, whatever you want to call it. And so they would team up with this company, and then you have a market of people who actually want to buy trade lines so they can boost their credit. And so here are just some examples. You have a Barclays account with a $40,000 limit, and it was issued back in 2013. So one thing to realize with the value of authorized user trade lines is that the longer the credit card account has been open and the higher the limit is, the more valuable that it's going to be and the more expensive it's going to be. So usually the age is going to be more important than the actual limit, right? And depending on what you're trying to manipulate. So if you're trying to lower your utilization, a card with a higher limit might be more valuable. If you're trying to add age, a card with a longer history. So Coast Trade Lines offers a couple different packages. So they have right here the starter package, credit lines from $5,000 up to $20,000, and age is from 1 to 3 years. They also have the vintage package starting at $420. And so this is basically similar to the starter package, except that you're going to get trade lines that are 5 years or older. And then you have what's called the big baller package starting at $570, credit limits of $20,000 or more, and an average age of at least 4 years of each.